Hello, welcome to the Content Systems for Growth podcast. So, today we're going to find out if Trello is the right project management software for you. I want you to ask yourself three questions when it comes to creating consistent content and managing all the moving pieces in your business. Are you at the end of your rope and ready for a change? As your client list grows, are you finding less time to manage all of the other things in your business? So, if you're a solo business owner, juggling your podcast episodes, blog posts, client work, and family life, you already know what burnout actually feels like. You've been the content creator, the editor, the strategist, the scheduler, the marketer for your brand, all the things. You're managing all the ideas, the tasks, the deadlines, and some of that may be in your head, in your inbox, or scattered across a whole bunch of sticky notes and Google Docs. But now you're ready for some help. Actually, you're beyond ready for some help because you're thinking about bringing on a team member to take that work off your to-do list. But here's the truth. Without a content system in place, adding help won't actually fix all of the chaos. That's where Trello can come in. But is Trello the right project management software for you and your future team members? Why you need a system before you add a team member, friends. So if you've been going solo for a while, you've likely said something like, I just need to have a system to manage my podcast. I know I need to have a system to manage my podcast. I'm tired of starting things and not actually finishing them. And I want to delegate, but I don't even know what to hand off. These aren't just passing frustrations. They're signs that you're running a business without the structure that supports the delegation, consistency, and growth. Trello is one of the most user-friendly project management tools for small teams and solo entrepreneurs stepping into that leadership role. And when used right, it gives you a clear, repeatable content system you can share with a new team member so you're not micromanaging or having to re-explain every task week after week. Let's just walk through three questions that will help you figure out if Trello is the right project management tool for you in your small business. 1, do I value simplicity and ease in my project management tool, or do I absolutely need it? So do you need a simple way to organize your podcast content? If you're overwhelmed by managing all of the content in your head, Trello gives you a home for everything. It's visual and easy to learn and built around a user-friendly interface that helps you see the big picture without overcomplicating the process. Here's a quick side note, friends. With the Trello content system board that I've created, you'll have a plug-and-play template that maps out your podcast workflow from idea to publication and every step in between. It's perfect for solo entrepreneurs that are ready to finally get organized and hands-off piece of the process without dropping the ball anywhere. Okay, so Trello is built for simplicity. Its clean layout and drag and drop interface makes it a great fit for small business owners who want an intuitive visual way to actually manage the workflow without a steep learning curve, because you can create a new Trello board in minutes, friends, and start organizing your tasks into clear stages using your Trello cards. So with the new Trello inbox, you're actually able to consolidate all your ideas and tasks from different sources, preventing that scattered to-do list across different various platforms. If you're ever thinking about setting up a project management software, makes your shoulders tense up and cringe, Trello might be that gentle on-ramp that you need. It's not a complicated setup, friends. Just visual layouts that make sense, and it really helps you keep your due dates and task management from slipping through the cracks. It's the best tool with that visual approach. Question number 2, is visual organization important for how I stay focused and on track? Okay, friend, if you're someone who loves to see the big picture laid out visually, Trello's cabana-style boards will feel like a breath of fresh air. Each board is made up of columns, and those columns can be called lists. And then you have cards that represent specific tasks or content pieces. I like to create a card that can be duplicated that has my whole process in it for the content system. You can create a Trello board just for your content strategy, or you can build a custom system for your client work. Very used to content systems, right? It's flexible, visual, and easy to customize with features like labels, checklists, due dates, and you can even have some custom fields in there. And as a side note, I always write notes for one of my customers inside our Trello board for our meetings. Trello is also especially helpful for content creators, small teams, and freelancers who manage various projects or marketing campaigns. It gives you a dedicated space to map out what's in progress, what's scheduled, and what's done, all in one glance. Do you need to color code your content calendar? Want to add attachments from Google Docs? Trello makes it easy to build a system that works for you, that works the way that you actually think and the way that you actually work. However, remember, Michelle, I've heard this before. Michelle, I see a remote team in my future, and I don't have a clear system in place to delegate important tasks. This is the key shift that most solo business owners face. You want to delegate, but you're stuck because the process only lives inside your head. Well, friends, you are not the first small business owner I've heard this from. And I think it's safe to assume that you will not be the last small business owner that I hear it from either. Trello solves that by making your content process visible and trackable for you and your team members or your future team. You can assign tasks, set due dates, create checklists, and leave comments. Yes, leave comments. You can communicate back and forth in there. Everyone will know exactly what needs to be done and when, and you're not having to go figure out where you wrote that information. All of these key features make team collaboration a breeze and, frankly, a necessity. Even if your team is just one VA working a few hours a week, a clear system gives you more breathing room to be able to do the things that you need to do. It also gives you better communication and fewer last minute scrambles. And I don't know about you, but I hate it when I forget something and I have to scramble at the very last minute. Okay, question number 3. Do I need basic planning and tracking to manage my business tasks? If you do not need an advanced system with 50 different features you'll never use, and that will only stress you out more because you have to try and learn all of these things, you just need something simple that doesn't overcomplicate things, keeps you free and your mind free, and helps you plan your content, track that to-do list, and actually finish those complicated projects or that new product with ease. Trello offers exactly that. You can build a board that mirrors your content process or your content creation workflow or your batching days. Maybe you like to batch and you want to have your content system set up that way. You can do that however you want. Here's just 2 quick examples of common board setups that I have come across or help people set up for them. So your podcast workflow board, you would have a idea bank. You can have outline, record, write, edit, schedule, publish. So that would be and promote, metrics, and done. Content batching week board, your content batch week board, can I talk right here? Monday would be research and outline. Tuesday can be record. Wednesday can be edit. Thursday can be write all the content that you need. And Friday can be when you schedule it. So Trello gives you the flexibility to actually create a repeatable project workflow that matches your style and helps you follow through, especially when your day is already jam packed, from things with your life to your business. Create a Trello card as your template for all your weekly repetitive tasks that you have to do. Then you know each week when you sit down, you have those repeatable tasks and when you're going to do them. Additionally, features like real-time collaboration enables team members to jump in, assign tasks, and track that progress, making it an effective way to stay aligned. Whether you're a team of one or a small business with contractors. Am I ready to run my business with more structure and less stress? This is a question that I want you to think about. Because if you've been doing all the things all by yourself, chances are you've hit decision fatigue. You're tired of second guessing whether you'll follow through on something. You're tired of being the bottleneck in your own business, keeping you stuck and frustrated. A content system built in Trello gives you peace of mind. You can finally see your content laid out clearly. You can track what's done, what's in progress, and what needs your attention. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single week because we all know how frustrating it can be to reinvent the wheel when we have so many other things that need our time and attention. And here's the good news. You don't have to build that system from scratch, friends. Your next step could be simply getting the Trello content system board that I've already created for you. So if you're ready to simplify your content process and set up a system that's ready to scale with your team, friends, I have you covered. The Trello content system includes the boards that you need, has that pre-built podcast workflow that I actually follow in my own business. So from idea to publication, it has explanation of what I mean by all of that stuff, the list for planning, writing, recording, editing, promoting, a few ChatGPT prompts in there that I use, the template tasks for cards so you don't have to start from zero every single week. You just duplicate the card and that's what you use for your podcast and you move it down through the process. The setup is easy for you, or you can set it up and hand it off to your VA or have them set it up for you to meet your actual process. It's the same system, like I said, that I use in my business and that I've set up for my clients to streamline their content creation process. It's the thing that I set up for my content repurposing clients before we even get started. You can grab it. I'll put the link down below in the show notes for you. Okay, so what makes it a great tool for small teams? I just want to cover these again. Key points. It's visual with the command boards. It has real-time updates for your remote team and your collaboration. It has unlimited card and lists on the free plan, friends. And if you want a little bit more, they have Power Up for extra features like Gantt chart or calendar view for just a minimal monthly charge. It integrates with tools like your Google Drive, Slack, and Microsoft Teams if you guys use that for your business. It has easy access via the desktop or a mobile app, so when you're out and about, you can track all of those ideas that you have for content. But here's the honest truth, friends. Trello is not for everyone. Because if you want some of those advanced features like time tracking, I think you can put in a third party with time tracking. But detailed reporting or complex task dependencies, you may outgrow Trello quickly and you may want to explore a tool like ClickUp or Asana. Probably ClickUp because Asana doesn't have all of those things either. Anyways, still not sure? Then I want you to ask yourself these three things. Do I need a straightforward system to track tasks and collaborate with my team? Do I feel overwhelmed by traditional project management software? And number three, do I want to stay consistent with content but need help organizing all the steps? If you've answered yes to any of these, Trello could be the perfect project management tool for your small business. Friends, thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you, and I hope you make it a wonderful week. And don't forget, I'll put the link down below in the show notes for that content system if you just want to have it all done for you. Yay! Thank you so much for listening. I hope that you found this episode valuable and learned some actionable tips that you can implement in your business so that you can feel accomplished and less stressed. If you enjoyed this show, please take a quick minute to share this with your business bestie, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps me reach more business owners just like you. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please reach out to me on my website. I've created a form just for you. Remember, with the right system and mindset, you can achieve the success your heart desires. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to chatting with you next time. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's grow, friends.